guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good and are safe at home. It's been so long that I have posted a video on my channel. I was quite busy with some personal commitments and health issues. So yeah, I'm back after 4 to 5 months I think, and I'm super excited to restart my channel with many new ideas. So today's video is going to be super special and unique because I'm gonna do a small book review. Yes, you heard it right, it's gonna be a book review, and trust me, I'm not a book reader, I'm not a bookworm. Like, I rarely read any books, but I definitely read certain fiction and crime thrillers. That is my taste. So I was given this opportunity by one of my mentors in my college, Dr. Manu sir, and he had given me the opportunity to read the book by Ferriss. The book's name is Tribe of Mentors, Short Life Advice from the Best in the World, and as the book says, it is a super inspiring and interesting book. I was really fascinated by the thoughts and the lessons learned by many great people. So the book is a complete package for someone who wants to have a great perspective about their life, who wants to change their weaknesses and grow their strengths. So this is one such book, and I really feel lucky to be offered this book. And trust me, this book is quite long, so I really thought of making this video because I feel some guys might not be so interested to read such long books. So I thought of putting it in a capsule and letting you guys know the best advice I found from this book, few of them, and also certain lessons which I feel you also need to know. So please make sure you watch this video till end because this is going to be super useful for you guys. So yeah, without wasting much time, let's just get into the video. I've picked up 3 main questions which I feel we guys can relate because we are currently college students pursuing MBA, and these few questions will really be helpful for you guys to get to know more about yourself. So that's why I picked up these 3 questions. The first question is, what advice would you give to a smart college driven student about to enter the real world? Now this is something which we are going to do. After 2 years we are going to enter into a real world, and this question was answered by a very famous personality. He's a famous author, speaker, social media personality, entrepreneur, and he's the co-founder of the Media. His name is Gary V. He also has a talk show, Ask Gary V. So he's quite a big personality, and this question was answered by him. The one thing that he said was macro patience and micro speed. We all are so much focused on what we need to do after 8 years, 5 years. Oh my god, I have to achieve this, I have to achieve that, and we are all so much impatient about it that we just think of the future only. When it comes to the present, we are not at all focused. We feel okay, yeah, today it's fine. If you don't do these things, it's fine. Tomorrow is there. And we become so lazy and we procrastinate so many things that the micro things that are more essential for our future, we tend to lose that. We tend to step back and relax and not do any hard work to achieve that. The micro steps that we need to take now, that should speed up. We cannot relax, we cannot rest, and we cannot chill and just think of the future and feel okay, once or after 5 years we can reach there. No, that will never ever work. That's what he has highlighted, that a student or an aspirant should never do that. Future will come, future will be there. You can achieve your dreams in your future only if you are active, you are hardworking, and you utilize each and every minute of your day wisely. Then you can definitely achieve your future goals. So that's the main thing he said, macro patience and micro speed. Moving on, next question that I want to highlight is, what have you become better at saying no to? And this is a very important question in one's life because we all find it very difficult to say a no when someone asks you something like, can you do me this? Can you just go and fetch this for me? Any request, if someone is very difficult to say a no, and that might actually reflect in a very bad way for some people. So that's why saying no for the right things which you cannot do is very important. So how to say a no? This question was answered by one of our famous authors and writers. His name is Tim Urban. He is represented as internet's most famous and a sensational writer. So he has answered this question beautifully. He says that he has learned to say no by knowing things which is in his yes list. Okay, he follows a test which he named as epitaph test, and that is quite interesting. When I read it, I felt it's quite nice, and anyone who follows that can develop the capability of saying no. So what he says is, whenever a job, a work or something someone offers you and asks you to do, first you need to understand and think that whether if I do this thing, will it provide me certain happiness or some achievements or goals, and will it be useful in my life truly. And if you feel that when you ask these questions you get an answer which says no, then probably you can just say a no and avoid it politely to that person. Because if you're doing something which you're not interested or you don't find any happiness in it, it is a waste of time is what he considers. Rather, if you know that this is what your yes list is and things that come up to you are something which belongs to the yes list, then of course you can take up and happily say a yes to that person or the work. So that's how he has put this saying no thing in a very beautiful way. So he follows the test called the epitaph test, and that is something I am going to follow too. Moving on, the last question is, how has failure or apparent failures has set you up to attain certain success later in your life? And this question is very common, and most of us has this in our mind that I have failed once, twice, and how am I going to succeed in the goal which I'm dreaming for or which I'm wishing to achieve. And this question was beautifully and extremely well defined and answered by Annie Duke. She is one of the best poker players in the world, and what she has termed is, poker has actually taught me to disconnect failures from outcomes or success. Because in poker game, she says, even if you make very good decisions, you might fail, and sometimes if you make the bad decisions, that might help you in winning. So it is all about luck, and nothing at the end of the day defines your success. That means just because you lose doesn't mean you're unsuccessful. That is the fact, and I feel every one of us has to perceive this in our life and accept this reality that if we fail once, twice, thrice, that is not going to affect our success until we are steady and we are determined and we do right hard work to achieve our goals. And that also has the other side of it. It means if you want something, if you have only seen winning things in your life and you have never lost anything to, that also doesn't mean that you have succeeded. Anything, any decisions that you make in your life, if it reflects to a great success in the long run, that is called as success, and that is called as the right decision. Present failures, present winning doesn't define your future success. Only long-term decisions and hard work and determination defines your success. That's what she said, and I believe every one of us should follow that, because we are the new generation. We are the ones who need to bring the world to the next level. And if we follow these three life takeaways from these mentors, then I believe anyone can achieve their dreams or their goals. So that's about the main three questions which has really inspired me, and these are the questions which I could relate the most with my life. That's why I picked up these three questions. And other than that, I would be also giving you few life lessons, short life lessons that I came across in this book. The first thing is, criticism means you are doing something meaningful and right. Your critics will teach you more than your loyal followers. That's because we usually don't want to hear the truth, because truth is always bitter, and the critics are always those people who point out the truths in front of you, and that is kind of a favor that you need to take instead of the criticism. I think it's a kind of realization that is provided by the critics. I will say, next time someone criticizes you, thank him, because he is doing you a favor. The second lesson, second thought which really brought some inspiration to me is, creating will be far more valuable than possession. Like if you are determined to create something for yourself, that will be the most successful thing in the long run than possessing something for a very short term. Anything you create by yourself is unique to you, only you. No one in this world have the right to take it from you or mention it as theirs, because that is something you created. But once you possess something which someone else has, you would have seen in the Harry Potter series, the Deathly Hallows, those three things, the wand, the stone and the cloak, is something which was created for someone. Anyone who tries to possess it without the owner's permission was never able to utilize it in their life, and that's the fact. If something you created, you will always be able to use it and benefit it in your life. Anything you create has the potential to outlive you, but anything you possess will only just destroy you, and that's a fact. Finally, I would like to say that the end is actually the beginning of something new. You have to realize, if something doesn't happen to you, if a door closes in front of you, then that doesn't mean life is ended over there. No, it might be a greater opportunity for something else, something bigger. That is something you always need to keep in mind. Nothing is constant in our life. Things change, people change, and everything in this world changes. One thing that will not ever change is your perception towards life. If you lose something, if you see failure, just don't stop, because that is not the end of the world. You might be having more greater opportunities in future. Work hard, be determined, accept the fact that certain aspects in your life need to end, because only if it ends, the new beginnings will start. So remember, end is just the beginning of something bigger and new. These were some of the biggest life lessons that I learned after reading this book. Some of my questions, my doubts, everything was cleared, and that's what I shared with you guys. And I will definitely recommend you guys to find time and just go through this book. Take small steps, but try to read this book, because this is going to help you a lot in your life and in your journey towards your career growth. So yeah, that's about today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and if you do, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel without forgetting to hit that bell icon, because only then you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. See you guys next week with a very new video. Till then, bye bye.